everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you a couple little cute Valentine ideas. I wanted to share with you first where I get some of my crazy inspiration. I have a local Facebook friend that is a cookie artist, and just in a matter of a couple years, she went from just practicing to out of this world. And let me share with you one of her posts. This was a little hog and some X and O for like Hogs and Kisses. I think that idea is so cute for Valentine's Day. And I thought that I would just take that idea and make a couple projects with it. And so the first one I wanted to do is just a little candy jar that you could give a teacher or co-worker, something like that. And using the same Hogs and Kisses idea, make a door hanger. Now I went to Dollar Tree and picked up a few things. This glass jar is one of them. And then to make the hog head, I just picked up a pizza pan, and then to make the snout for the hog, I picked up one of these round oval craft pieces at the Dollar Tree. Now they do make a flat one, but because of this routed edge on this one, I thought it'd give the little hog snout a little more dimensions. Be sure and pick the one up that's routed if you can find it. Now the other supplies are just general supplies out of my stash. I did pick up some of this at Walmart, some pink felt. It's only like a quarter a sheet, so 75 cents worth of felt for the ears. And the paint, ideally it would be easier just to buy a can of pink spray paint. I didn't have that, so I just want to use what I had. 50-cent craft paint, the pink and the black, because that craft paint will cover glass and metal. To give it a little protective coating, I had some clear spray paint, will work fine, and a pinch. You can always use hairspray as a protective coating. Now, according to each project, I'm going to put some little flowers between the ears, just like the cookie. The candy jar will have smaller flowers, and the pizza pan will have bigger flowers. So just adjust your embellishments accordingly. Now you may or may not want to label your project. You know, when you give the candy jar to someone, you could clearly say, I thought you could use some Hogs and Kisses, or I found this little printable that says Hogs and Kisses. I may or may not put that on the projects, we'll see. So the first thing I need to do to get started is go ahead and paint my glass candy jar, my metal and wood pieces. At least 2 coats, and let them dry between each coat, and you'll get good coverage. All right, I want to share this with you before you paint your pizza pan. I just took a sharp object in my husband's garage and just poked 2 holes in the pie pan so I can string some twine through there for a hanger. But it's also light enough where you could probably get away with hot gluing a hanger on there. But I prefer stringing some twine through 2 holes. All right, while my paint is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my ears. I bought 2 pieces of pale pink felt and 1 piece of cream felt. The cream is going to be the inside of the ear to make it look a little more realistic. Now, I haven't been around many hogs in my life, so I wasn't exactly sure what a hog ear looked like or a pig ear. I noticed that the ears are very teardrop shape. I don't think it's anything too difficult to sketch out just freehand, but if you feel more comfortable using a pattern, I'll put the link below of where I got this shape. Now all I did was kind of measured how big my ear needed to be on my pizza pan, because you're going to have to adjust your ear size according to what your project is. And I come up with 3 3/4. And then I just cut out a second one and just made it a little smaller for my inside of my ear. Now the one that goes in my candy jar is going to probably be half the size. If you do any kind of teardrop shape, it will replicate a hog ear and it'll look just fine. For my candy jar ears, I just freehanded them totally, didn't use a pattern at all. For my snout for my candy jar, I just took some of my pink felt and folded it in half and cut out an oval. That'll be my snout. All right, I want to show you another little something I'm going to do, and it's strictly optional, but you know, a lot of times when you see pig or hog ears, their ears are a little curled like that. If you have these, great. If not, you can just use a piece of wire, but these are those little bread ties that come with baggies that you buy, and I'm going to put a couple of these little bread ties, I'm going to hot glue them in between my 2 layers of felt so that it will help my ears curl forward a little bit. All right, my pink items are almost dry, but I want to try one more little thing. When I put my snout on the pizza pan, the routed edge of the wood definitely helps it stand out, but I'm thinking if I'll dry brush a little beige around the edges where that routing is, it'll make the snout stand out even more. But you may like the look of a cleaner hog. The good thing is if I don't like it, I can paint pink back over it. All right, I'm real happy with the dry brushing, and I definitely think that's what my snout needed. I did the same thing on the felt one just to give it a little more dimension when I get ready to hot glue it. All right, I'm at a point now where I can go ahead and finish out my candy jar one. Now, it all depends on the quality of your paint as far as how many coats it's going to take to cover metal or glass. You know, I use the 50-cent craft paint, so it definitely took me multiple coats. But if you use a better quality of acrylic paint, it goes without being said, it just takes less coats. But, you know, if all you have is the 50-cent kind, it'll definitely do the job. Okay friends, here is my finished Hogs and Kisses projects. I want to give you just a couple notes of this project so that you don't make some of the same mistakes I did. Here's the little candy jar. I did end up using the little tag. I just taped some twine inside and hung it off the back that says Hogs and Kisses and filled it inside with red and silver kisses. Now here's where I made my mistake. When I put my snout on there, I made my eyelids way too high. I didn't account for the flowers to hang over a little bit. So I ended up having to paint over and lower my eyelashes, and it resulted in it looking like she has eyeshadow on, which is fine. It turned out cute, and no one would ever know I didn't do it on purpose, but just be mindful of where you place your eyelids. And I just did some dry brushing to give her some little red rosy cheeks. Now for the door hanger, it was basically constructed the same way, just on a bigger scale. Instead of a hanging tag, I decided to layer this printable with a toothpick and just hot glued it in there. I think the little curled ears definitely give it a little more pig look. They look so cream on here, but they really are more pink in real life. And so I was able to place my eyelashes better this time and just dry brush the rosy cheeks. Now here's where my biggest problem was my lip. Here was my original plan, was to do like a little round circle pucker look. Well, once I did that, it just looked like a surprised look. It wasn't showing a kiss or pucker look. So I ended up having to paint over black. So when you get ready to do yours, I would just do a simple little lip in a red paint, and your lips will be a lot more red than mine. Me painting over black makes my red look dark burgundy. Last but not least, hot gluing the kisses around the pizza pan was kind of an afterthought. You know, I kind of thought of those peppermint wreaths that people do at Christmas that are tied onto the wire and you eat them as they're hung up. Well, I just thought this was so cute to outline it in Valentine kisses. You can buy those kisses now, whole bags of the Valentine colors, red, pink, and white. As you lose the kisses, you can always hot glue the kisses back on. So I just thought that was a cute little afterthought. So I hope you enjoyed this project. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you never have to kiss a hog. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.